Good day, mate. It's Louis here. I feel like picking British, a little British right now, because I started playing with my friend Dan, and it's picking in British accents all the while on the telephone. Um, but anyway, what happened to me for today? It's March 14th, Thursday. I woke up around 8 o'clock and I got really tired, and my body is not used with this daylight saving time. So I woke up still at 9:30 in the morning, and I had a shower, had my breakfast, and prepared myself, and then I went to the other house. I knew rather that Steve was ready at home in the warehouse, while Robert was still in the bed, and I told him I'd be using the other truck to because I have to go to the bank for Ion's check. He has no time to come over here. So I went first to the Playhouse in the Lakeworth to buy some tickets for the show The Foreigner, because we haven't seen it, and I promised myself to watch that one. This will be the last week, and Peter, my other friend, haven't seen it yet. So we decided to buy the ticket. I bought a ticket for us this coming Saturday. Then I went to the bank to deposit the check and drove up to the warehouse. And Josh has his own work for the other agency, so it was only me and Steve. So I just fixed some stuff, and Steve did some arrangement for all the candies that was left there, and some floral arrangements, and took pictures, and I put them in the inbox, Dropbox itself. Robert came by 12 noon, and we went to Joy Noodles for lunch. She wasn't there, but Abel was our server, and he took care of us. I had the Korean barbecue, and then we drove back to the warehouse, and Steve had to prepare himself for another setup, going to St. Regis. He went first to George warehouse down in Fort Lauderdale and meeting with Adish there, and both of them went to St. Regis for the setup, while Hixio, one of our colleagues as well, went to the warehouse to get the other arrangements for another setup near his place in Delray Beach. So I just did all the paid the taxes for the monthly taxes and the sales tax, and then I checked all the invoices that some of the MCs haven't paid yet. And then Robert suddenly just left, and I didn't know he already was gone. And then I left as well from the warehouse. Alan and Jason, I call them the Highlight Twins because they work for the Highlight Company. Were there, and I bid farewell. I drove the truck and went home. But before I went home, I decided to go to drove Dixie Highway and drop off at CVS to do some prints, because I have to submit this for our lawyers for my whatchamacallit, renewals for my H1B. So these are the requirements. And so I have to prepare all this stuff then for tomorrow and mail it to them. I was planning to visit them because I know that Ron and Eric will be seeing each other tomorrow at the cruise ship in Miami. And I decided to go to meet him. Unfortunately, when I called Eric, he said that it's just a quick show just to send the money that he borrowed from me, and he has to work. So I said, no, never mind, I'd rather mail this one. It's time constrained. And then I called up after the CVS. I went home and called up Dan at the time, and saying I'll be meeting him. We decided to have dinner somewhere. So I said, let's try a different thing. Let's go to Sweet Tomatoes and Soup Plantation. And so I drove the truck and picked him up in the trail, and I put gas first, and then we decided to go to Boynton Beach area for sweet tomatoes and sweet tomatoes. We had dinner. It was cool. We had salads because I seldom eat salads lately, and we had a nice time. And then we drove back to his place and watched Glee. So we missed a little portion of the show, but it was a nice one. I'm on Glee. And after that, I drove back home and did some checkup for websites. I had met somebody, a new guy from Adam. His name is Danny Williams. Hi, Danny. And we had a little chat there on the phone. And I might visit him tomorrow. So we'll see. I told him I have my partner Ron, and we have an open relationship. But this is merely about friendship. So anyway, that's what happened to me today. And I still have to do some piano lessons tomorrow and do some cleaning at the warehouse because Josh will be back on Monday. And so that's it. And well, it's a nice day. It was a little bit chilly right now. Alright, so I'll see you. Oh, by the way, Adesh gave me this. Where is it? New shoes, because he has a collection of 150 shoes, pairs of shoes, and he decided to give away some of them. This is kind of a bit brand new for me, and I love it because one of my favorite shoe style that I wanted. So it was cool. Josh has his own too, as well as Dan. He then had his sneakers. Anyway, so what happened to me today, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you very much for following my journey. So this is Louis saying good night.